Okay boys, so we are back for the second part of the Communication 101 video. If you've watched the first one, which you should have done, this was how to avoid sounding and acting like a dweeb. So the first part we covered basically body language, why it's important, how to master this. And this is very important because like I mentioned in the previous video, 80% of communication is nonverbal. What is equally as important, even though it only counts 20%, is your speech and how you sound. Now this is something I have obsessed over for most of my life because I was very shit at this when I was growing up. Mostly due to lack of confidence, but even then, I still had a massive stutter, speech impediment, and not because it was like an actual thing wrong with me, but more because I was so nervous to speak and to communicate that I struggled to communicate and talk. So here we are. We're gonna go through speech as I'm messing up my words. And why it's so important, because most of you, or many of you, are pretty shit at talking. Even though you may be articulate, you still can't talk very well because it's not always about the size of the words you use. It's about the way you present the words. That is the most important thing that you need to comprehend when it comes to speech. So yeah, basic notes here, but yeah, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. This is so fucking important that you get your head around this. Guys and clients will ask me for pickup lines and chat-up lines, and they'll say, Matthew, what can I say to this girl to guarantee she's in my bed within 20 minutes? And I say, dickhead, that's very unlikely. They don't really say that, but if they did say that, I would say, mate, it's not what you're saying, it's how you say it. I have seen many pickup videos, and I've seen many guys do approaching, and I've done many approaches myself. Now, in these pickup videos, and in my experiences, it's never been what I'm saying, it's my energy, it's how I say it. You can say the most random, retarded thing, but if you say it with a certain energy about you, with a certain confidence and a certain aura about you, it'll come across a million times better. And what I'm going to teach you, it isn't going to just benefit you when it comes to women. It's going to benefit you in your personal life, in your work life, your professional life, because the man who has the ability to articulate himself and to communicate very effectively will always fucking win, will always win. So let's get into it. So there's several things that we're going to cover that you will have to consider when it comes to being able to effectively communicate. And the first one is your speed. So just like with your body language, you should be walking very slowly. You should be talking very slowly. Now, I'm speaking quite fast now because I'm trying to get as much information out as possible. But in the context of women, you want to speak very slowly. Wow, that's very, very interesting. What makes you say that? So where are you from then? Okay, right, cool, yeah. I've been there before, yeah. All the girls from there, I know to avoid them because they're all psychopaths. Are you a psychopath? Simply by slowing down my voice, I made the conversation instantly sexual. So slow down. And when you slow down, this will allow you to think about what you're saying. If you can think about what you're saying, you're not going to mess your words up. And you're not going to be like, which I've been very guilty of in my life. So yeah. Got it? Good. The next thing is your tone of voice, your tonality. This is very important because this is where most people fuck up. A lot of people that I interact with in my daily life, even guys, well, guys, yes. Not many men have mastered the art of having a deep, masculine, grounded voice. And even myself, I don't think I've reached my full potential for what my voice can sound like. And I'm going to give you an exercise which will allow you to tap into this voice. But most men, they walk around speaking like this, hi, nice to meet you, in whatever accent they have, and it sounds very feminine, very submissive, and they wonder why they don't get very good reactions from women. But you sound like a woman, mate. So with tone, there's 3 pitches or tones or octaves you need to be aware of. There's a high octave, there's a neutral octave, and there's a down octave. Now, I'm going to give you 3 examples of what this sounds like, and you're going to think to yourself which sounds the best, and then I'm going to give you 5 seconds, and I'll tell you. So, hi. How's your day? Hi, how's your day? Hi, how's your day? 5 seconds. So the last one was best. Why? Because it goes down an octave. Now, if you want to instantly command respect from those around you, you should be going down at the end of a sentence. Very important you do this because it commands respect and it makes women find you more attractive, essentially. What a lot of guys do is they will go up an octave. Oh yeah, no, it's really cool. Yeah, I go here as well. Oh, you went to college there? Yeah, me too. Because they're agreeable. They're trying to sound non-intimidating. They're trying to show this person we have things in common with each other. But by trying to sound like you have things in common with this person and essentially moving more towards this person, you're actually creating distance between you and this person romantically, because when you're trying to show somebody you like them, you should actually go the other way, because you want to polarize. If she's a woman, you're a man. She has a high-pitched tone of voice. You have a deep tone of voice, and you control this voice. It's very masculine. This will draw her into you. Think about two magnets. It's the opposite ends that pull each other in. You want to be the masculine, grounding version of yourself. She wants to be or you want her to be the feminine version of yourself. And when you are masculine and can present this masculine voice, you will get this feminine, high-pitched version of herself, which is very cutesy, very girly, which is what you want. So yeah, with this tone, there is never really a reason to go for a high-pitched tone of voice. Only animals, and not even animals, only children you want to use a high-pitched tone of voice with. But even then, I wouldn't always talk to my child like this. I would sometimes use this voice. It's like with dogs. Dogs don't understand what you're saying. They do, however, understand the tone, and that's what they feel and hear. When your dog's done something wrong, you say, "Hey, don't do that." And it feels the tone of your voice. It feels the resonance in your voice, and it knows to never do that thing again. Same with children. Same with people. So if you want to command respect, start speaking with this downward tone of voice. It's very important you do this. You can go neutral sometimes. There's no issue in that. But generally, go down. Hi, nice to meet you. What was your name again? Yeah, my name's Matthew. Nice to meet you. Yes, I'm new around here. This sort of thing. This is the most important thing when it comes to your tone of voice. If you can master this, and if you can slow down whilst you're doing it, you're going to have a very positive experience, and you're going to get a lot of success. When I was going on dates with girls, I have a girlfriend now, and I still game her, but I'm not doing dates in the same format. When I talked to my girlfriend and how I spoke to these women, it was never what I was saying. It was always the way that I say it. When I say to my girlfriend, "Come here, baby," she goes, "Oh, okay." And I just like girly grin on her face. I'm not saying anything amazing, but it's the way in which I say it. I say, "Be a good girl and come give your daddy a kiss." Now, this is like very OTT, and I'm giving you a big insight into my life, but you want to know what game looks like and how girls want to be spoken to. This is how you do it, and they will cream in your hand when you do these things. So yeah, the next thing is sexualizing conversation through tone. We've already kind of covered that, but simply by slowing down and having this kind of voice and going, "Wow, yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, what makes you say that? Okay, right." You know, very skeptical, very much unamused, very much like, I wonder what. This tone of voice will sexualize it. And I skipped over this, but how to find your resonant tone. So resonance is the vibration which you feel in a voice. If you've ever heard somebody speaking in the next room, you don't really hear what they say, it sounds muffled, but you feel the vibration. This is the resonance, and you create this by unlocking your voice. Now, if you're watching this right now and you feel like you have quite a high-pitched tone of voice, that's fine. I used to as well. But you can fix this, and you fix this by unlocking your voice. When singers will perform, before they perform, they will warm their vocal cords up by like doing weird things with their voice, like making noises. Now, I want you to do the same thing. So when you're in a quiet place, I want you to bounce up and down, seriously, and hum and go. And the goal of this is to go as deep as possible. And the deeper you can go, you are basically finding your resonant tone of voice, which will be your tone of voice, and you're warming your vocal cords up. So every morning when you get a shower before work or whatever your routine is, stand there and hum and go on your feet. Very important you do it on your feet. And try and go as deep as possible and do, say, 5 rounds of 15 seconds and do that every morning. This will unlock your vocal cords and allow you to talk deeply. If I press on this, I can change the pitch of my voice. If I do this, I can change the pitch of my voice. Try it yourself. Just by squeezing this, I'm going to change. I'm not putting a voice on. It's like I've got fucking helium. When people damage their vocal cords, it's like they're being compressed when they talk, and this changes the sound of your voice. I can press down here and I'll change it. I can press up here. So by warming your voice up, you're tapping into different pitches of your voice. Next thing is breathing. So how do you actually achieve this deep voice as well as doing this? You learn to breathe correctly. Now, if I had to guess, you're probably sat or stood breathing like this. And you know you're breathing wrong based on if your shoulders are moving up and down, you're breathing incorrectly. What you should be doing is breathing through your diaphragm. Now, your diaphragm, it is in your stomach here. So when you're breathing, and if I show you, your stomach should be going, you should be breathing through your stomach. You should see your stomach come in and out. That's what correct breathing looks like. And most of us have learned to breathe wrong. So we do this. We breathe through our chest. and it makes us breathe very breathless, and it makes us breathe and talk a bit like this, and we go a bit higher pitched, whereas when you breathe through your stomach, you can take a big breath in, you can control your voice and go deeper. The cue that I give guys and clients is breathe through your balls. Now, next thing is disagreeableness. Now, if you want to actively be disagreeable through your voice with what you're saying and also the tone of your voice. Again, I gave you that example of how to sexualize your voice, going, very interesting. You know, when I would flirt with girls and my girlfriend, often it's just disagreeing with what they say. They say something, and even if you agree with them, go, nah, I think you're full of shit, you. I don't agree with you. And you say it with a smirk on your face, and she's like, why? Why don't you agree with me? Because I fucking do. This is disagreeableness is very attractive, and with guys are going to respect you more for being disagreeable, and girls are going to find you more attractive because, again, what makes them more attractive to you is not by you being more like them, but by you being unlike them. Because this will show here you can think for yourself. There's a reason why you respect your father so much, because everything you do, he says, no, son, that's not the right way, and you go, okay, Dad, I'll take your advice. If your father's in your life, if not, there's probably somebody else in your life, like a teacher who you listen to. Maybe it's me now. The next thing is pauses. Now, get out of the habit of going, I just think, like this, and you sound like an idiot. Stop fucking doing it. Instead, learn to pause. You sound far more intelligent. Listen to any intelligent speaker. When they need to think, they pause. There's nothing wrong with pausing. It makes you sound very intelligent. So rather than going, I just think that, I would never say I just think for a start, but I think that we should be doing this. This is what we should be doing moving forward. Learn to pause. And now, languages to avoid. Fillers, like, I, just like, think, and and everything that I've just told you there. Avoid these. Same reason why. They make you sound like an idiot. Don't do it. Next thing, minimizing language. Stop using minimizing language. If you think back to 2 seconds ago, I said I would never say I just think. Just is a minimizing word. Every time you say I just, you are taking away from what you're about to say. This is agreeable. We want to learn to become more disagreeable because this makes us more attractive, more respectable. So even during texting, never say I just think, because it removes all validity from what you're about to say. Instead, say I think. This is the case. And as well, don't be saying I don't know, but this is what guys will do. I don't know, but, and then proceed to give the answer for what they're about to say. Stop doing this because you sound like a fucking idiot. Instead, just own what you were saying. Imagine you're in a business meeting and you're giving the projections for the future of this business to the board of directors, to the CEO. Imagine you walk into this boardroom and you go, so then everyone, I just think that moving forward that we should be doing this. And I don't know, but I think we should be doing this. Do you think they're going to listen to what you say? Are they fuck? So what you should do instead is, so, moving forward, this is the plan. I propose that we do this because we should be doing this. I think that if we do this, this will be the outcome. I strongly believe this. You sound confident. Last thing is self-deprecation. I have a very itchy nose if you can't tell. Self-deprecation. There is never a good reason to put yourself down. Fucking never. From here on out, never be the person who says, I don't know, man, I'm just not good at this. I'm just not that. Even, what the fuck's up with my nose? I think it's hay fever. Even just saying, I don't know, oh man, I'm not really good at this. I have a few clients, or I have a handful of clients who always put themselves down. And I always think and tell them this, stop fucking doing it, because what you tell your brain is what you become. As we covered in the last session, or the Mastering Your Mind session, I think it was, when you tell your brain, I can't do this, I can't do that, even if it's a joke, even if it's self-deprecating humor, it's not funny. Although people may laugh, they're laughing at you, not with you. Losers do this. Stop fucking doing it. From here on out, you never do this. You own your shit. Even if you're not good at something, I can't do this right now, but best believe I'm working on it. I haven't achieved this goal yet, but I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm working on this. I'm working on that. Very fucking important you do this. Because by doing this, you are telling yourself and the people around you, I'm working on myself. I'm competent. I'm able. I'm not a fucking retard. So yeah, do this. Don't self-deprecate. And the next thing, I've written down this quick little note, how to get better at communicating, because obviously you need to be able to practice all of these things. The way you practice getting better at all of these things is to flirt with the world. I'm not sure where I heard this. I heard this from somebody, or a podcast or a video, but basically, rather than just having boring everyday conversations with people, You want to be the guy who goes out of his way to have conversations with everybody. Everywhere you go now, you make effort, you have bullshit small talk, you ask the old lady behind the counter, how's your day been? How's things going for you? Any plans this weekend? You going out anywhere? Start becoming a people person. The more you become a people person and you practice flirting with the world, the easier it's going to be when it comes to women. A lot of you guys, the reason why you suck at dating and why you have zero game is because you think you're going to be able to go from crawling to running. You need to learn to walk first, son. And the way you learn to walk first is by practicing this communication with everybody you speak to. Very important you do this. When I was very bad at communication, I became a people person. I would speak to everybody I interacted with. I would say, hi there, how you doing? I'd make conversation in the grocery store, in the shop, in the gym. I would make friends off the back of this. I would then have new experiences. I would network. The more you become a charismatic people person with everybody, the easier it will be with her, because you don't become this charismatic person with just her. You have to become it with everyone. So that is the video. I will attach these notes as per usual. And as always, if you have any questions, send me a message on WhatsApp. I will get back to you ASAP. So yeah, implement everything that I've just taught you there as far as body language and speech. And until the next video, see you all later.